Welcome back to iHeart Crypto. If you like the video, go down, smash up that like button. If you like the content, go down and subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it. So, Bitcoin coming in again, exactly about $40,000 in the same place we were yesterday. And like we've been talking about, these Heikin Ashi candles, we had a Heikin Ashi candle there with this overlay where you have an overshadow and an undershadow, and these usually signify reversals. So we got the reversal there and we headed to the downside. We got a reversal candle here and we headed to the upside. We got another reversal candle right here as we headed to the downside. We did get one here, but we didn't go anywhere. And right now we're received one back here, right here. We got a little push to the upside. But now we are getting a reversal candle here. So let's see where this candle closes. We could get a bounce up to about 43,000, and that would kind of negate. Well, no, it still wouldn't negate this bottom wick. But you know, this could be signaling that we're going to have more room to the downside. This could be our trend reversal right here. A small little push up, kind of like a dead cat bounce, and then boom, back down to the downside. So let's see what happens with that. Taking a look at a more cleaner chart on the 4-hour. All right, remember we had this uptrend of support here where we had one touch, two touches, and then we came down for a third touch, and on the third touch we broke. So that trend line is basically null and void. We're going to keep it there just to see if we get a little back test, and then we might continue down further. Other than that, we kind of made like this inverse head and shoulders pattern that everyone thought was going to play out, where you had like a bottom, another bottom, and then it wasn't invalid until I think that it broke this trend line right here. But you know, also there was a high volume node there you kind of thought we can get support off of, but we ended up not. So there's that. And then of course we do have Lux Algo, and we're looking at it here on the 15-minute. We just got a buy signal down here at about 9 a.m., which signified a little bit of a trade, and got up into the red cloud there, and it came back down. So once it kind of hits that red cloud, you want it to come. That's the signal to sell. So here would be your signal to buy. Here would be your signal to sell. But looking at Lux Algo on the 1-hour, right now it's kind of in like a no trade zone. If you can look, you know, it's right in the middle between the red cloud and the green cloud, and currently is sitting right on support here at about $40,000. And if you look at this like little purple and pinkish band, that's the EQ cloud, and normally what that signifies is that if you're below the cloud, you're normally in a bearish trend. So could you get a little push up here to the $41,000 region? Sure. But that would definitely keep you underneath the EQ cloud and could see some further downside. And of course I got some support lines here drawn in at 36,000, about 500, and 39,300. So those are the levels of support I'm looking for. If we break this level of support right here at about 39,600, I'm definitely going to put in a short, possibly come back down here to test that green cloud before having a bounce up, maybe putting in a long underneath there. So that is Lux Algo on the 1-hour. Lux Algo on the 15-minute showed a little buy signal here. We got up to the red cloud. That was your signal to sell. Here it is on the 4-hour. And as you can see, these buy and sell signals are really, really helpful. When we had one down here, and you could have rode that all the way up to this sell signal right here. All right, and then you got a sell signal right here. You could have shorted a little mini short, but you could have held it. You know, and if you did hold it, you know, you got another strong signal right here, and you would have made a really good short right there. So just this Lux Algo thing is just really, really exciting. I'm really, really excited to use it. But now on the daily, we got two strong signals in a row now. And one of the things that I'm noticing is like here's a strong signal and a strong signal for a buy, right? So these normally like cancel each other out, but I guess on the daily they don't. I don't think on the daily they do. I rarely ever see them next to each other. This would have been a great time to have Lux Algo. You could have traded the hell out of Bitcoin up in here. Holy mackerel. That would have been the strong buy right there. That's dope. Got a buy signal right here. So this is what it looks like on the daily. You know, these daily signs are pretty spot on. And it's been a long time since we've gotten a buy signal on the daily, with the exception of down here. All right, and let's see if this is short-lived. These two are fairly close. I don't know if maybe we'll get another buy signal down here for this next push up, or this could just continue down to the downside. I think the daily is something really good to be looking at right now, and right now we are in a no trade zone. If you look, we're right in the middle of both of the red and the green cloud. The time to trade would have been down here when you kind of got into this green cloud right here. You could have definitely put in a long there. This signified a bottom right here, and as you can see, it did head up really, really nicely. So, you know, if you're looking at Lux Algo on the daily and on the higher time frames here, I mean, you get some really, 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 really strong signals. And, you know, again, like on the 8 hour, this is the 12 hour, you got a sell signal up there where that strong sell was on the lower time frames. And currently right here on the 8 hour, see, they become more frequent and less reliable on the lower time frames. So what you're really looking for is, if you really want to put in a really successful trade, you can just play the buy and sell or strong and strong signals on the daily. You know, just wait for it to get down here, maybe have a bounce. Once you print one on the daily, but you gotta have patience. All right, so that is the technical analysis for the day using Lux Algo, and let's just put myself over here and we'll check out the overall crypto market. Total market cap. Oh, I didn't even go. I always forget to go over the dominance, so let me just go over the dominance real quick. Bitcoin dominance at 4.4 today. We got this bounce up. It didn't break this uptrend of support that you had, and if it did, you would have had a really good little alt season going on. Prior, we had this uptrend of support. It broke down, so we're kind of in this like little megaphone pattern. But that is Bitcoin dominance. Very, very, very important. No big movers today on the right here. If I scroll down right here, nothing really going nuts. But surprisingly enough, XRP had a nice little push to the upside. It was in this wedge and in this flag right here, and it's kind of looking like it's broken out if you adjust your lines. I mean, you had this downtrend of resistance right here, where we had one touch here and then two more touches here, and it's definitely breaking that trend line right now. Let's just draw this trend line in a little bit better. Just make sure we got all the wicks. I like to do it from the wicks. I think it gives you a little bit more confirmation. But yeah, I mean, and that's on the 4 hour. And if we close this 4 hour above this trend line, I think that's a good sign. We got a couple closures. Do we get a closure above on the 1 hour? We do on the 1 hour. This thing could be going and running. But right now, let's turn on Lux Algo and see what Lux Algo is saying. Lux Algo is telling us that we are in the red cloud, but you are breaking that trend line. You can get up a little bit higher here, but here this red line is lines of resistance, and you are at a line of resistance right now. If you wanted to short XRP, I suggest shorting it at about 89 cents. Otherwise, from here, you're taking a little bit of a risk, especially if Bitcoin does get a little bullish. Then you can kind of see this thing go a little nuts. But right now we are pushing that red EQ cloud. Not the red EQ cloud. The red cloud. Kind of a lot. All right, let's go over the crypto market. I'm back. All right, so market cap coming in about 1.9 trillion. Bitcoin dominance we talked about 41.3%. ETH dominance 18.9%. And looking at the overall market, it kind of looks like a neutral day. Things are up, 0.5%, 1%. Nothing is really up crazy. Let's take a look and see if anything in the top 100 is up quite a bit for the day or down quite a bit for the day. Decentraland down quite a bit for the day. Stellar kind of down a lot for the day. VeChain down 4%. Flow down 4.6%. Harmony One down 5.3%. Neo up 10%. There's always something that pumps randomly. Always something. Thorchain down 6%, so, you know, things are down right now. Maybe a couple longs are in order. The market could be moving back up for a bounce. Some indicators were indicating that on some of the other YouTube channels that I watched this morning. But yeah, let's take a look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Let's see where we're at. 25 is a good spot to be longing at, I think, my opinion. The overall crypto market today is in general red, and that is also a nice time to long. So if you wanted to put in a little bit of a long, kind of wait 12 hours or so, and maybe, you know, you have a little bit of success. But right now, things for Bitcoin are just not really looking like, you know, amazing at the moment. To be honest with you, the price action is basically sideways. We are getting a little bit of a push up right now. So I wonder, let's take a look at Bitcoin on the 15-minute on Lux. I don't know how much more upside you're actually going to have here for Bitcoin. You know, maybe you come back up and retest this trend line at about 41,000. That would be something to kind of make its way back up here. Maybe. Looks like things are starting to come back up. Maybe we put in a long one on the stream and see how it does. What would you long though? What would you guys long? Leave it below in the comments. AVAX looks like it could really do some damage. AVAX, Matic can do some damage. Why don't we long some Matic? Ooh, see, this is why doing Lux Algo, you're getting a sell signal right here on Matic. So maybe not the best time to long. Doing the weekend trading is kind of tough. So what did I see today as far as news goes? Fed bans officials from trading stocks, crypto following ethics scandal. New rules stop senator officials at central bank from buying and selling a number of assets. Senator senior staff at the Federal Reserve will no longer be able to hold cryptocurrencies among other assets such as stocks, according to an announcement today. The rules, which first were announced in October 21, aim to support public confidence in the impartiality and integrity of the committee's work by regarding against even the appearance of any conflict of interest, said the FOMC. The rules were introduced as a result of increased security over the U.S. Central Bank. A number of high-ranked Fed officials last year made headlines and later resigned after their trading activity emerged. Robert Kaplan and Multa made, well, they mentioned a couple of the bad players, but, you know, insider trading is a thing, and markets are manipulated all over, even in the crypto space and in the traditional markets. But here's another story, is Bitcoin mining. And so Bitcoin mining is surging right now. And this one article is about how it's surging among retail investors. And, you know, these are some of the stats. Bitcoin mining, these are the Google trends. So, you know, Bitcoin mining, you know, was prevalent back here, but, you know, how to crypto mine, and things were down quite a bit. So, yeah, it's all happening. And then I found another article here on cryptonews.com. It says, is solo Bitcoin mining making a comeback? So with that, I checked out the hash rate, and the hash rate is just going through the roof. So what it is the hash rate is basically the rate in which the Bitcoin protocol is solving those complex math problems and solving the hash. You know what? I'm not like a developer or anything like that, but the Bitcoin hash rate definitely secures the network. That you want a more secure network, because the more miners there are, the better and the more secure the network is. So, you know, that is one thing here. And of course, you have your beginner's guide to crypto assets. All right. The link is in the description below. If you click the link, it will give you a copy of this PowerPoint, and it goes through all the fundamentals, all the vocabulary you need to know. What is keys, wallets, nodes, what are those, some cool different charts, market cap, but then it also goes through some of the technical analyses. When I got tons of videos in here, tons of slides on how to, how to determine higher highs and higher lows and all that other stuff. Each one with a video. So, that's something that took me a really long time to put together. And of course, before we leave, we always check on the price of Bitcoin and see what it is doing. Glad we didn't long Matic. It looked like it hit its top. But yeah, Bitcoin looking like it's going to go sideways the rest of the day. So just be aware that trading on the weekends can be very volatile. I'm going to go spend some time with my family. It is around 12:45, and we're going to have a good day. I think that we're going to try to stay away from the charts, stay away from the leverage, and just try to hold what we have. Remember, this is all about building generational financial wealth. All right. So, one thing is that you can DCA. All right. And what I'm doing right now is I took a very small amount of money. It took like $200, and I'm going to use that to trade using LuxAlgo, trade, and put that money that I make back into crypto. So I'm going to trade my way in DCA into my long-term portfolio. And even if you look, if you have this PowerPoint, it does go through, what your wallets should look like, and then it also goes through what to do with your profits. So you have your profits from your spot wallet. You can put some back in. So if you made $100, you put back 33. You put some into your long-term portfolio, and you put some into your cash portfolio. And I'm doing this all on KuCoin. Really like KuCoin. So yeah, that's the plan as of right now. I did have some really good positions. I had to sell some stuff because of just needing money, and I don't think I lost that much money. I'm not really down, but we're gonna start fresh. We're starting fresh. Next paycheck, we'll do our first DCA. We're gonna start in March. Really just do it the right way, where you don't have to pull your money out. You buy something and you hold it. I do have a couple long-term holds. I am staking my Solana on Exodus wallet. I got some money. I bought $100 worth of Secret on Gate.io. I'm trading on KuCoin, and yeah, and that is all I have at the moment. So I have like 2 holdings at the moment, to be completely honest with you. So let's build it. Let's build it. Let's build it. Let's build it. So every time Bitcoin goes down, that's a buying opportunity. When it goes up, and you can short or long the market either way. And it's so volatile. And with using LuxAlgo, I really think that we're going to have a lot of success and start building that crypto portfolio that's going to take us into 2024 for the next Bitcoin halving, where we will be prepared as opposed to this time. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. I'm frozen, but I'm going to let it go. Peace out, everybody.